Hello, we are Group 8, also known as the Night Shifts. My name is Bradley Miller. I am the team leader.
My name is Ismael Reyes.
My name is Randall Bush.
And my name is Slavko Stevic.
First, we would like to present a short presentation detailing our project. So leading us off is Ismael.
So our project, named RoaringForms, is your average, actually not so average, form/survey application. We're using Google Forms API in our backend to map it similar to Google Forms so that users have a similar experience. But we'll be offering more and different features than Google Forms.
So, what's the tech and how does it work? For our front end, we're using React.js, and for our back end, we're using .NET. As mentioned previously by Ish, we'll be using Google's API for functionalities such as creating and updating the forms themselves. Users will be logging in using their Google account, and that will be the only way of logging in. Forms created by the users will be stored on their Google Drive, but they will also be stored on our backend to make sure future access is possible and in case users want to edit their forms.
Now, before we dive into our demo, I would like to introduce our client, Dr. Matthew McNulty. Dr. McNulty is a professor here at Southeastern Louisiana University, and he requested us to do this program not only for his own personal use, but for the use of our university as well, as hopefully with people of interest, including that. I'll now pass it off to Bradley, and he can begin our demo.
Thank you very much, Dakota. So first, I would like to show my Google form page. As you can see, I do not have any forms created yet. Pay close attention to that. So let's go to Roaring Forms. First, we're going to sign in with Google. As you can see, it prompts me to log in. So let me enter my password real quick. No peeking, y'all. And now we are redirected to the portal page. As you can see, it welcomes me. Hello, Bradley Miller. And we have a button that says create a form. So let's click that and see what happens. So as you can see, we were redirected to our prototype page of what we envision our survey page to look like at the present moment. If we look back at my Google form page, as you can see, we have a newly created form. Hello, world. Very appropriate. So now I would like to pass the mic over to Dakota so you can kind of describe the prototype page and what we envision it to be structured on.
Absolutely. As Bradley mentioned before, this is a prototype of what our survey page will look like in the future. Now, as we can just scroll down real quick, we can just see some hard-coded text boxes such as email address, first name, last name, and favorite food. And what we're currently working on right now with our form page is mapping it to correlate to the Google form itself. So essentially, we want this email to be able to send an email to our form once our users submit it from our side. Some future endeavors we're working on currently are to be able to run small scripts through our form side, as well as having complete visual manipulation. For example, if we have multiple questions on a Google form, we would like to display that as maybe one big question from our form. And another thing we would like to do is add in utilization, such as being able to run videos from our forms as well. I will now pass it off to Ish, and he can discuss our backend.
All right, so as far as the backend goes, the major thing that we're focusing on right now is making sure that we're able to tie users to their forms that they've created. One way that we've thought of doing this is that as a user registers or logs in with their Google account, it will store their Google account first name and last name and assign them a unique ID, and we can use that later to tie them with the forms so that nothing gets lost. I'm going to pass over to Slavko for a few more things that we need to elaborate on.
Thank you. So as Ish mentioned, all the forms will be distinguished between the users, and on top of that, only the forms created by our service will be displayed on the portal. I'm going to pass it to Bradley now.
Thank you, Slavko. That concludes our demonstration. We're now going to enter the question phase of our time. So if anyone has any questions, we'll be happy to answer them. Thank you very much.